Yo, what's up guys, Ryan here. So I want to throw a little context on what you're about to watch. If you are a real estate investor or a professional, if you're anybody in like a service-based industry, a local industry, or kind of questioning whether or not you should be using Instagram for your business, this is a really good presentation for you to watch. I go over what I call the 4 types of content that everybody should be using to make money using Instagram and building influence and growing their platform. But I also talk about the differences of Facebook and Instagram in terms of how it works for your business and why right now you should really start focusing on Instagram if you're not. But yeah, this was targeted at an older demographic, real estate professionals. So take it for what it is. It's still 17 minutes of some really good content. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments if you enjoyed it. If not, cool. But yeah, give it a thumbs up, a like. I do a lot of these presentations. I'm going to keep uploading more and more of them. And yeah, so enjoy the presentation. Peace. My guess is most everybody here is actively on Facebook, probably not so much on Instagram. Am I correct there? Right. And have you ever asked yourself the question, I know I should be posting every day, but I have no idea what to post? Does that question come up in your minds quite often? Well, that's pretty much what I do and help people do. Like Justin said, I've been making my full-time living through the internet selling. I started doing SEO a long time ago. I've sold BMX training DVDs to BMX racers to get faster on their bikes. I used to be a professional bike racer. I have done some dark Google manipulation to the point where it was really unethical shit. And I cuss a little bit, so I apologize if I offend anybody, because I don't care. But I've done a lot of stuff. I've also, I built a really big personal brand teaching men's style and fashion, basically teaching guys to get laid through style on YouTube. I currently have 30,000 subscribers there. I've since pivoted away from that because I have a 3-year-old daughter now. I don't really want my legacy to be teaching guys how to dress to get laid. So I took to Instagram when it was very infant about 2 years ago. And even I consider myself getting there too late. But I took to that platform to kind of rebrand myself and put myself into a position of authority to teach business marketing, Instagram marketing, personal branding, the shit that really got me excited, like what you guys, pretty much everybody does themselves. We're all kind of marketing nerds. We love direct response. We love, making money. We know that marketing is what does that. So like I was constantly studying that and I wanted to like vomit it back out and teach people what I was doing. So I chose Instagram as that platform. And I know a lot of I'm used to talking to a lot younger crowds that are very adapt to Instagram. They're actively on there. They're like the 6-figure laptop lifestyle kids that look like douchebags on Instagram. I work with a lot of them. I help them make a lot of content. They really do make that money with Instagram. So for you guys specifically, knowing that you're on Facebook and that you should be posting every day, because if everybody, I was just speaking with Cynthia over here, if you're not posting every day on the platform, Facebook has no idea, or Instagram, that you even exist. So as you're learning all this about ads and all these things today, to make the ads even more effective and to make your page more effective to get more organic reach, you need to be posting daily as well as running ads. Now there's a myriad of ads, which is Justin and Vince are teaching you guys about today, but it kind of comes down to establishing a platform when it comes to content being posted every day. Now, I was just speaking over there, I am a big fan of psychological manipulation. I want to show my best self, and I want to ingrain in their heads Cialdini's influence tactic, which, if you guys haven't read the book Cialdini's Influence, I highly recommend that. It's like $10. He talks about the 6 triggers of influence, very effective on psychological-based selling and projecting what you want people to see about you. Cialdini, the book is called Influence by Robert Cialdini. Highly recommend it. It's an old book. It's been around for a while. It's like on the secret level, millions of copies sold. But point being, I just got a little off topic there. Point being, you need to post content every single day to kind of boost your platform. And I'm going to throw like a future prediction out there that if you guys aren't really kind of paying attention to Instagram now, your buyers that are growing up, that are in college right now, that are about to graduate, that are going to walk into 6-figure jobs, they are not on Facebook. Their parents are on Facebook and they don't like Facebook. They're on Instagram. They're on these platforms that, quite frankly, I learn new stuff every day. that I'm excited that as my daughter grows up to learn from her how she's interacting with these platforms so I can then use it to my own advantage. So, don't get overwhelmed by it, even though, yes, it can be overwhelming. Like a lot of what you're learning today is overwhelming, but it's just kind of adapting. Like you always have to kind of be pivoting and moving. So with that said, I've categorized content production into these 4 boxes. Now, these are all based on Cialdini's principles of influence to make people trust you, see you as an authority, and eventually hand you their credit card, or in your guys' case, a large lump of cash. And I think that's the most ideal prospect. But you guys want to make a lot of money, and for this to happen, people are going to, is a lot of you guys' business based on word of mouth, correct? A lot of you guys work on word of mouth. You're learning ads because you're going to start using that, but word of mouth is a major piece of your pie. So if you're not posting content every day, nobody can share that content with their friends, number one, so they're not going to learn about you. New people are not going to see you. So to take away the what do I post, I've created these boxes. Now, depending on how comfortable you are, this does require a little thought and a little bit of prep work to make this effective. I am a big fan of setting up scheduled photo shoots. I do them once a week. They take about an hour. I bring 3 or 4 outfits. I go to 2 or 3 different locations, and I change in the car. And I have about 15 photos every session, maybe even 20 if I do it right. So now I have content for almost a month from 1 hour of my time. I know that's a little more advanced. Not everybody here might want to be a per se model. I don't consider myself a model, but I consider it, if I don't have something to post, then people are going to forget about me. So to set up this to kind of work to your advantage, when somebody lands on your page that doesn't know who you are, you need to establish a lot of things. Number one being trust and authority. Somebody that finds you for the first time has no idea that you've sold 7,000 houses. They have no idea that you just closed a deal yesterday for $250,000, unless you tell them on your social media platforms. Yes, it does seem a little arrogant, and you kind of have to walk a fine line versus what is marketing and what is a little bit douchey. Many would probably consider me a douchebag on social media, and that's totally fine. So that's where your comfort zone is. So, but the first being authority pictures. Now, you guys have probably all taken headshots. You guys probably, when you see a picture of somebody on a bus or a park bench, those are authoritative pictures. They're you at your best. You're in your best pantsuit or your suit or your dress. You look good. You got that power pose. You are the best you can be. Everybody has those or to some degree has taken those, I'm assuming, in their real estate career. Those are what I would consider authority pictures. Authority pictures are also, if you ever take a guest spot to speak to front of a crowd, you speaking to people, doesn't actually have to be about real estate, but you speaking puts you in a position of authority. People see that, oh, this person's talking. He's an authority. You making videos teaching people about tips to buy homes or tips to, things to look out for. You showing yourself with builders, with people of higher status in your community, you with the mayor, you with people that are recognized. These, when you post them often, because you always got to kind of be finding new ways to build your authority, you do it over the course of a month and 30 days, people start seeing it a lot. Now, I'm trying to tailor this a little bit to Facebook, because the only thing I don't like about Facebook is things get lost. Instagram stays pretty recent. Most people will scroll back and see your top 30 pictures. If they somewhat are interested in you or like you. So those are authority picks. So if you're constantly on a 30-day calendar, so think about your content creation in 30-day blocks, you need to hit on all 4 of these things. So if you're a new realtor, what do you need more of? You need more authority. If you're a trusted realtor in the area, you probably don't need authority. You may just need to show a lot more social proof. Now that moves kind of in the next category. Social proof is just testimonials and happy clients. Proof that you actually sell houses, proof that people buy from you, proof that you've been in this industry for 15 years, proof that you're constantly learning new ways to become a better realtor. That is what's called social proof. So now, if you're like, what do I post today? Okay, I need an authority pick. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to post social proof. Move into the third box, connection. You guys are all human beings. You guys all do stuff that other people do. In my opinion, the connection pics and videos of you being a normal person, aka with your family, with your children, with your dog, eating food, attending events, doing things to just be a regular person. The more of those you show, but in a slightly more professional manner, it makes you relatable. It makes people buy from people they like. You know, you might be into old muscle cars, and somebody who's about ready to buy a house likes Mustangs. You happen to have a picture of one that you posted up with a caption about how much you like it. Boom, that's what made the sale for you, not your cool headshot on a park bench. Like, the more of that you can start showing, the better off you're going to be. And these can all be in the forms of pictures and or videos. You know, I'm a lot more comfortable standing in front of people and just talking. You know, not everybody can do that, but you can do it with pictures because you can write. You get about 500 words or 300 words to write a caption in an Instagram post, and you get unlimited, I think, in a Facebook post. So you can write some shit that people are probably going to read. A lot of people might not read it, but if they read to the bottom, chances are they're probably going to give you some money eventually. So that's kind of where your mindset should be. So the connection pics and videos, they are just strictly what makes you you, your hobbies or interests, your day-to-day life, the boring stuff. And then lastly, we have engagement pics and videos, and everybody talks about engagement. And this category is kind of how dark you want to go. As far as you need to make a stir on the internet and you need to stir the pot in your local area. This could be calling somebody out you don't like for something they did. This could be you talking crap about something. This could be you showing something that somebody else may have. I don't know, like I said, as dark as you want to go there, it's your social media. I don't care. But the point is those types of things, the engagement is what's going to kind of trigger people to get mad at you and or trigger people to like you a lot. And you want to be a hard divide. You don't get anywhere in life being lukewarm. It's always right or left, Democrat, Republican, you know, peanut butter and honey or peanut butter and jelly. Like, you know, I know that's like stupid analogies, but the point is you need to kind of make people say, yes, I like this person, or fuck that guy, I hate him. That's where you need to be. And a lot of people are going to buy just because they like your attitude and they like your directness and they like that you're about that. So that puts the content into boxes. So if you are ever saying to yourself, what do I post today? Just pull from the box and feel free to write this down. That's not actually a slide, it's just a JPEG image that I made in about 2 seconds to show this. But again, looking at where you're at in your real estate career, when you're looking at your social media from a 30-day platform, even 60, 90 days, the point of this is to show all of this repeatedly over a monthly time span. So if you're trying to build more authority to really make a statement, then you show more authority pics and authority videos over the course of a month. Then next month say, hey, I'm going a little too authoritative, let's dial that back, let's go relatability. So you got 7 days in a week, 2 authority pictures, 2 or 3 connection pictures, 1 engagement, and then the cycle just repeats itself but over the course of time, you have built this personal brand and this image and this reputation based on this. And I assure you, if you read CLD's Influence, it just repeats that. This is just adapted to social media. Cialdini's Influence. It's, like I said, I mean, there's a myriad of reasons to post daily content. I could stand up here for 2 hours and talk about it. I know it is a lot of work and it's overwhelming and it's annoying. There is no question about that. But a lot of you guys, I don't know everybody's financial situations, but there are ways to make this happen for very cheaply. Most photographers charge about $100 an hour to take photos. I urge you to not pay them for editing of those photos because that's where they're going to rip you off because they're sitting in front of their computer and they're editing for a while. There's an app on your phone. It's called Lightroom. It's free. What's it called? Lightroom. Lightroom. Like there's a light in this room. Lightroom. It's a totally free app. They have a little button that says auto. You take a picture from your phone and you post it in the auto, or you just put it in the Lightroom, you hit auto, and all of a sudden it looks better. It looks good enough for you to post every day. I promise you it's one step, it's very simple. And next thing, another way to do it is get in the habit, not only of doing these photo shoots, because if you get good at it, you can do an hour every other week or an hour a month and get 10 to 15 to 20 pictures each one. That doesn't give you the daily posting thing, but now if you're posting every other day, you're still doing better than not posting at all. So it's, put these systems in place. And then secondly, get in the habit of throwing people your phone. If you
I would encourage everybody to kind of stay up to date on technology, as in iPhones and things of that nature, because the cameras are really badass. So just hand somebody, hey, take a picture of me with my client that just bought this house. Because you want to develop what I call the paparazzi effect. When you think of celebrities, they do not take selfies. Some do to be stupid, but for the most part, they have people that randomly take pictures of them doing everyday stuff. You have Justin Bieber, coming out of the toilet at a concert. But it's never him taking that picture, it's paparazzi. Why are people taking pictures of him? People will start to think about this when they see pictures of you, that when you're not the one holding the camera, when it's pictures of you, like from a little bit of a distance, still high quality photos, but of you. This builds authority. This will make you recognizable in your community. This will make your Instagram, and regardless of follower count, this is not about how many followers you have, because it's basically building a business card that lives online, that's constantly evolving and currently up to date. I know a lot of you guys probably hand out business cards, but if you hand one to me, unless I really like you, I'm never going to look at that card again. And I am not alone in that. Like, I'm 35, so I'm even on the tail end. I'm a little like, you can't give a business card to a 22-year-old. They don't give a shit. Like, this is how you reach people. It's like your moving business card. And like I said, this works really well for Instagram. The only problem with Facebook is once kind of something's posted, it just kind of gets buried on your feed, and it's not easily accessible. But the principle still applies. If you're posting every day, eventually somebody follows you long enough, they're going to see all this. And that's what's going to get, and combine that with what, Vince and Justin were just talking about with the messenger bot. Now you are running what they call content ads. So you're basically taking your best producing content. So after you've done daily content for long enough, you start to see patterns and trends. You know what the best day to post content is. So if you want to get your point across, you post it on a Monday or a Tuesday. Judged off the data that you develop, it's always there. You know exactly when to post your stuff. Then you can take that same data and you can look at the insights on the post. Okay, age, demographic, male, female. Now you're getting your targeting demographic for your ads perfectly. Send them to a chatbot. Now you don't have to come up with good ad creative because your market is creating it for you. And it's always evolving, so you always have fresh ads, and you're always current and up to date because you're posting every day. So you create what's called omnipresence, which is when everybody sees you all the time, and you're like that guy that's always there, or that woman that's always there. So that was my little talk there. I hope that was super helpful. And woo! Thank you, buddy.